Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 9, Raja Vidya, Raja Gugya Yoga, King of Knowledge and King of Secrets. Verse 18. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, I am the father of this universe. I am the mother. I am the sustainer. I am the grandsire. I am the purifier of this world. I am the only one thing that is to be known, the self. I am the Omkara. I am the Rig, Yajur, Sama and Atharva Vedas. If you notice, Bhagwan Krishna is giving an exhaustive definition of himself in these verses. Even though he cannot be defined, he is limitless. How can somebody define Bhagwan Krishna? Impossible. But Bhagwan Krishna is defining. Suppose if you ask about some fellow, then we also say, you don't know that fellow. He used to come for walk daily. He's a daily walker. He's a bald-headed fellow, wearing specs, round specs, blue eyes. He will walk with a walking stick. Brilliant fellow, rich man. Something like that we used to describe a person. Similarly, Bhagwan Krishna is describing himself to Arjuna. Now, verse 18. Gadir Bharta Prabhu Shakshi Nivasa Sharanam Sukrute Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidanam Bijam Avyayam. Bhagwan Krishna says, Gadir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Gadi. He is the only Gati. Gati means the end, which has to be attained by one and all. After saying, I am Rig, Yajur, Sama and Atharva Vedas, in the last verse, Bhagavan Krishna says, I am the goal indicated by those four Vedas. Vedanta indicates that Bhagavan Krishna is the goal to be reached. Vedanta, that is the final goal to be reached. He is called Another Akshahan. Generally, when we have some money, we are wealthy. Not much, little money. If we have, then we used to wear jewelries, maybe a bracelet, a chain, wonderful dresses, makeup, etc. Some show their connections, saying that minister is my friend, that top police officer is very close to me. I know several judges, etc. Some show their intelligence and earn their respect. But nothing is permanent. Your wealth in a minute can vanish. There are many I can quote, I don't want to quote. There are many, even today they are there. Your connections, they may lose their power. Maybe a police officer, the same powerful man, may be arrested for some corruption charges. Your stupidity, you think you are intelligent, your stupidity may come out when somebody proves that whatever you have proved is wrong, totally wrong. When all your wealth, when all your relations, when all your power has gone, you become an orphan on the road. Who is your Gadi? At that time, your Gadi is Bhagavan Krishna only. You go and approach all your relations or contacts, they will throw you out. The moment you lose your connection, the moment you lose your wealth, then you are a useless fellow. Why should I? Because of you had connection with a powerful police officer, I was treating you well. That police officer himself is arrested, then why should I treat you well? I will throw you out. The person will, from his house, he himself will say without opening the door, no, so and so has gone out. You come later. What is the use? All these connections are waste. Bhagavan is the only Gadi. Then Bhagavan says, Bharta. Bhagavan Krishna says, I am the Bharta. The Husband in a family is called Bharta. Those days, the husband goes for work, he earns the money, and feeds the entire family. The wife takes care of the home, whatever kitchen work, children, managing the children, managing the relatives. Suddenly, somebody will come. She has to manage the guests also. The husband would have gone for work. Uh, they were not treating themselves as inferior or superior. Never they must have thought. It is only a clear bifurcation of work. Doing a routine job like cooking needs lot of patience. By nature, it is all given by nature. Girls have this patience. Male people will not have this patience. I challenge. You ask them to boil the milk and make a cup of tea. Either they will keep the stove at a high this thing. The milk will come out of the vessel, spoiling the entire stove. Or they will keep the milk in a low sim and then they will start reading newspaper or WhatsApp. The milk will become milk peda. So you will not get the coffee or tea. Male do not have that patience. It is, I need not have to explain this. It is psychological. Girls generally they have the patience. You send any number of guests, they will manage. They will cook happily. They may suffer. I am not saying they are happy. They may suffer, but definitely they will do justice. Male cannot do that. Those days, husband used to go to the field, work under the sun, sweat a lot, and bring the money for the welfare of the family. The family was happy. Now even ladies are going for work, but nobody is happy. For a Bharta of a Hindu family, nowadays it may be wife and two children to protect. Bhagwan Krishna is the Bharta of the entire universe. So it starts from the smallest insect to the human being. Everybody he is feeding, nobody else. So he is the biggest samsari and a real Bharta. Then Prabhu, Gadir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi. Generally, even today, the family head is called Prabhu. Nowadays, he is only a figurehead. When he says something, no question. It used to be followed those days. Everybody does his work properly because of his mere presence. He is like the prime minister of the family. Self in us is the prime minister. Because of the presence of self, all our body parts carry out their work properly. I need not have to again and again tell who is that self, who is sitting inside us, and who, because of whose presence, all the body parts, even including your intelligence, if at all we have, works properly. Bhagwan Krishna is the Prabhu of this universe. Just because of his presence, the universe or the nature follows its path, not moving an inch away from its dharma. That is why he is Prabhu. Sakshi, he is the witness. Already Bhagavan Krishna clearly explained that he is neither a karta nor a bhokta. He is simply a witness to all the actions of us. He never gets involved. You can cheat everybody in this world. You can take bribe money in a completely dark room on a new moon day. But since Bhagavan Krishna is present in all the living beings as consciousness, as a witness, he knows and he is the witness to what you have done. Whatever you have done, you can't say, I don't know. That I is Krishna. All your mistakes, 100% you will know. Who are you? That I, the consciousness, the witness to all your actions is Bhagavan Krishna. Then if you commit a mistake, Your conscience won't allow you to sleep. Hey, you rascal, I know what you have done. Don't think nobody knows. That conscience will tell you. If not today, people they keep aside the conscience and then take the money or do whatever nonsense. But definitely it will question. It won't allow you to sleep. We know the famous story of the sculptor. He was working on a big stone. I don't want to give an elaborate story, just a simple. He was working on a big stone depicting a statue which is 100 feet tall to be kept on a 20 feet pedestal. At the final moment, because of his slight carelessness, there was a small scratch on the face of the statue. His friend told him, then he wanted to, this sculptor wanted to change the entire work. He brought a big stone. His friend laughed at him. Hey, you idiot. You must be a clear fool. Anyway, people are going to see this statue from 500 meters from the fence which has been made. Then it is going to stand on a 20 feet pedestal. The height of the statue is 100 feet. So, who will notice that small scratch on the face of this statue? Nobody can notice. Then why are you changing it? The sculptor said, nobody knows about that. But I know. Hence I am doing it. Similarly, Bhagwan Krishna knows everything. Whatever we do, being our inner consciousness, he is the witness to all the activities. And he is the conscience for all the living beings. So for all living beings, he is the witness. Nivasaha, that is, Bhagwan Krishna is the abode for this universe. I need not have to say again and again the story of Yasoda Mata looking into his mouth, even though I would love to say as many times as possible. By this story, we know that he is the abode of the entire universe. What she saw inside his mouth is the universe. So he is the abode of the universe. Then Sharanam, he is the one to whom we have to surrender our ego. Not only physical namaskar, but also mental. Our intelligence is like a coterie surrounding the ministers. It will fuel our ego, our intelligence. We are thinking we are intelligent. Each one thinks he is the gift of God. We must surrender that intelligence to reach Bhagwan Krishna. I have already stated many a times, Bhagwan Rama assured that whoever surrenders to me, even without the intention to surrender, slightest intention to surrender, merely acting as surrendering, just acting to cheat Bhagwan Rama, even then he accepts our surrender. He says, even if I suffer, Bhagwan Rama says, even if I suffer because of this fellow's dubious intentions, just showing as if he is surrendering, even if I suffer, I will accept his surrender. This is the promise by Bhagwan Rama. Similarly, Krishna. Krishna also says, Sharanam. He is the only person to whom we have to surrender completely, totally. Then Sukrut, that is, Bhagwan Krishna is the best friend one can have. Who else can be your best friend? We are all thinking, I am a close friend. I have been, I know this fellow for 30 years. But I am sorry to say, if you want to know your close friends, you have to be put in poverty, complete, abject poverty. Then you will know who is your close friend. The story of Kuchela or Sudama is a clear example of how Krishna respected and treated his friends. At the same period, Durubada was there. It is not a Mahabharata, all the stories, they tell the facts as it is. For all years to come and for all the years that have gone, the stories will remain. It will give the correct teaching. Durupada was there at the same time. Krishna and Durupada were of the same age group. Then they were studying in the same school, maybe, or in a different school. Durupata assured Drona when he was a childhood friend that Drona, don't worry, I am the Yuvaraja. If you need any help, you come to me. I will take care of you. Not to worry. Drona was a poor Brahmin. Those days, Brahmins were always poor. So he said, Drupada assured him, not to worry. You come to me, I will take care of you. What? All these things. I am the Yuvraj. Thinking he has taken it literally. Then after 20, 30 years, Drona was suffering too much. So he went to Drupada's kingdom. He told the servants that I am the close friend of Drupada. Go and tell him that Dronacharya has come. Then Drupada called him inside and said, how dare you can say you are my friend? Such a poor fellow, beggar on the road. How can a beggar be a friend of a king? Are you not ashamed to say this? In childhood days, I would have blabbered something. Because my knowledge was not that much. How dare you can say I am your friend? Poor fellow, idiot. He said that. And threw him out of the palace. Literally. Yeah, Drona was completely ashamed, put to shame. Then he taught the archery to all the Pandavas and Kauravas. And the Pandavas and Kauravas asked, what is the Guru Dakshina I can offer? He said, I want Drupada to be captured. Nothing else I want. I need no money. Arjuna went and captured Drupada. When Drupada was captured, then Drona said, you said only if I have to be your friend, you must be equal in status. Now I am giving you 50% of the kingdom. I want your friendship still. I am giving you 50% of the kingdom. Take it. Then Drupada he went on tapas and got Drishtyutimna to kill Dronacharya. That is a different story. Same time, Bhagwan Krishna was a friend of Kuchela. Kuchela was in abject poverty. Completely nothing to eat. A lean fellow. He was compelled to go to Krishna's palace by Rukmini, by his wife. Then he half-heartedly he started, and then he went to the palace of Krishna. The gatekeeper never permitted him inside. Then he said, Areya, I am the friend of Bhagwan Krishna. I studied with him. You go and tell him. Then this fellow went and said, the gatekeeper, some old poor beggar is outside saying that he is your friend. Krishna came running. He came running. Then he invited Kujela, washed his feet with his own hands. See the difference. Same friendship, 30 years back. He washed his legs with his own hands. Paramatma doing service to Jivatma. Never he heard of this. Then he sat with him. He asked him to take a bath. Sat with him and had food. Because of his long fasting, Sudama could not have anything. But Krishna compelled him. Hey Rukmini, put this payasa, one more glass to Sudama. He likes it, I know. He will say, I don't want. You put him. You put that sweet. You give that. Put ghee to his sweet pongal, etc., etc. He was compelling him to eat. After eating, he took him to his bedroom, asked him to lie down, and then he was pressing gently, massaging his feet. Who will do? Friend, if today your friend comes to tomorrow morning, you will remove the bedsheet. This idiot has lied down. Again and again, this fellow is coming. But Krishna did not do that. He asked him to lie down and then massaged his feet to make him sleep. I can go on narrating this. Friendship. Who can be the best friend? Your poverty will only tell you who is your best friend. Till the time you go to abject poverty, you will claim everybody as your friend. The moment you reach that poverty, that abject poverty, you will know your real friends. Bhagwan Krishna, he will remain ever your friend. Only thing is, you have to make him your friend. That is what I want to say. He is Sukrit. Then, Prabhava Pralayasthanam. He is the, what happens when you open your eyes in the morning? The entire world of yours, with all the success and failures, with all the joys and sorrows, appears before you. When you go to deep sleep, the entire world of yours dissolves into you. You know nothing about it. You sleep well. Next day morning you get up, again the same world comes before you. Similarly for Bhagwan Krishna, the entire universe, he is the person from whom the universe emerges and from whom the universe dissolves. So he is the sthanam, he is the place. Then Nidanam Bijam Avyayam. When a tree is cut, what happens? The tree dies. It becomes a wood. The tree, no more it exists. When the wood is converted into table, the wood will not exist. Table will be there. Similarly for anything, you take anything. When the cause becomes the effect, the cause will not be there in that form. It will be there in a different form. But for another example is seed. When the seed becomes a tree, whatever seed, when the mango seed becomes a mango tree, that seed is gone permanently. It is now a mango tree. But will that be applicable to Bhagwan Krishna? He is the Bijam, he is the seed. Bijam Avyayam. Even after Bhagwan Krishna became this universe, still Bhagwan Krishna exists. That is the difference between all the other things and Bhagwan Krishna. Because he is imperishable, he is immutable, he is changeless. So he is Bijam Avyayam. He is always there. That is what Bhagwan Krishna says in this verse. Verse 18 again. Gadir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Sharanam Sukrutim Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidanam Bijam Avyayam. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Hari Om Sarvam Krishnarpnamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana